in my opinion, if you have dated for a couple of years, 2 at the maximum, you should know where you're going.
anyways. You don't
The
need
moment
anybody to tell you. When the team pinches you, don't they tell person?
So usually when we look into somebody's eyes, and you see the spark, and then you have that feeling, you know, that butterfly feeling, where you're thinking this person has to be the perfect
Too much
person.
M and B, too much M. You read too many M and B.
I did not read any M and B.
So where is all this coming from?
All right, how you guys doing? My name is Mobo, and you're welcome to FA 2020.
Thanks for joining. My name is Toyin.
All right, so today, like we said, we're talking about, is love enough? When you're carrying the weight of the relationship on your shoulders, and you're the only one that is usually showing up. Not that the other person doesn't show up, but you're the only one that is usually showing up.
Like a one-sided thing.
Like a one-sided thing. However, you've been in this entanglement. I call it an entanglement.
Situationship.
Situationship, exactly. Because you've been in this for so long, and you really don't know what the difference is. So, Toyin,
you're like caught up in the web.
Absolutely. Is love enough?
In hindsight, no, it's not. Because I mean, like, we've gone through the motions, and it's not.
But in backstory, it used to be.
Well, you're the only one. We're made to feel. We're made to believe. We're made to believe.
So, have you ever been in a situation whereby you think that you're the only one that is always showing up? Say you have a friend, for instance, right? The friend has good vibes. You like this person. This friend of yours shows up, you know, maybe when there is a party and everything, you absolutely love the vibe for this person. However, when it is time for them to show up for you, now when I say they show up, I mean they probably support one way or the other, but it's not as much as when you go above and beyond for them.
Well, I wouldn't say I've never, but I can't really like pinpoint any, because when it comes to friendships, I will call myself like I've been lucky, I've been blessed. I've always come across people who, like, if people will say, I don't know, how do you do it? Why do your friends like you so much? So when it comes to friendship, I've been blessed.
Well, that's good for you. Mm-hmm. I mean, yes, truly. I also thank God for the kind of friends that I have. But then, in time past, right, we've seen a situation, in fact, multiple situations where people come to complain about the friendships or the relationships that they had. Yeah. Mm. And then, have you been noticing when you go online and people write anonymously, hide my ID.
My ID.
I want to complain about this person. So most of the time, it will be that they started this relationship with this person. And okay, so I give a good example where the woman was the one that was bearing the expense of the relationship and all that. She was the sole provider, right? So she was the sole provider, and she was giving the money and then encouraging and thinking, oh, you know, eventually the man will step up. But she born 1, she born 2, she born 3, and the man didn't step anywhere. So she now comes online and say, oh, hide my ID. Please, what should I do? What advice would you give?
When people come online, I don't know, we the online in-laws, sometimes some people, they just want validation. I mean,
so it's not like they're looking for a change.
No, they just want people to, they know what to do. Because a lot of times, I mean, someone who you know, but is that sometimes it's hard to bail the cat. They know what to do.
So so what I'm hearing you say is that they know what to do. So, but them asking you is like they're asking you to rubber stamp whatever it is.
Because they want to be that, yes, I sought people's opinion and they said I should leave. They said I should break up the relationship. You don't need anybody to validate.
But they want to break up anyways.
You don't need anybody to tell you. When the team pinches you, don't they tell person? Hey, my people say, don't they tell person. Don't they tell blind man say, "What don't start."
Okay, so that's one angle. And then looking at it from maybe you're the one that's been carrying your family. Honestly, I've read a few stories and it actually breaks my heart, right? When one person, usually the firstborn, if you can remember when we're talking about finances, and I said that is absolutely unfair for parents to put the burden
On
of
the
taking
children.
care of siblings or the
Once they've
firstborn.
trained the
Once
firstborn,
they've
then leave
trained the
over
first,
to you.
exactly, they now leave the responsibility for the firstborn. I said it was okay. So I've read a few stories online where usually the firstborn shows up, does everything, is paying the bills, maybe for the parents, for the siblings and everything. But when it is time for them to show up, when it's time for the family to show up for
For that
that
firstborn,
person, they turn their back.
nowhere to be found.
Exactly.
Excuses.
And
Oh,
usually this
I'm
happens.
this, I'm that. Yeah.
Usually this happens to the firstborn that is an ada or the
The
female,
first girl.
the first girl, right? And because of that, because she has so much responsibility, she refuses to marry.
Not that she refuses. Most times
She wouldn't get into a
She
relationship
even doesn't. She even forgets sometimes to even
because she's
plan her
taking
life.
care of every
Every-
other person except
And
herself.
guess what? They will still be pressurizing her. Where is the man? Where is the man? All your mates are getting married.
Who wants to take on the extra responsibility of your family when they know
Know that
this
you
is
are the
what-
one bearing it.
exactly? Because if I was the one getting into a relationship with you, and then you have all of these expenses upon yourself that you have to take care of, Omo, you go hard though.
Okay, love. Okay, let's bring it back to like relationship, marriage, courtship. Is love truly enough?
That's a hot seat.
And you're on it. So let us debate.
That's
Do you support the motion that love is enough or love is not enough? Are you for or against?
That's the hot seat.
You can't be on the fence.
Because if truly you see the man, in all the glorious, maybe 6 feet, dark, coffee cream chocolate,
Saying it, you're just living in one family, la la land.
beard gang people, smelling sumptuously.
Oh my! Is love enough, my sister?
The lovely kaftan. You understand? And your heart begins to flutter.
Okay, and then that person, then the person now takes you, and then the mother says they can't marry you. So what happens to the 6 feet and the 6-pack and
The
everything?
heart will still start fluttering.
But
It will.
well,
I guess
come back to reality.
Reality starts to set in, right?
So what happens then?
Well, it's going to be difficult, right?
Both of you love yourself to the
Oh,
moon and back.
absolutely.
You're like,
it's going to be very difficult.
my match made in heaven.
He's looking at me too, and he's looking.
You guys complete your words.
You know when he's standing,
the yin to my yang.
Oh my goodness.
But when the chips are down and the family doesn't accept you,
that's going to be very tough, to be honest. Because how do you come back from the heart fluttering and
you guys have planned your life together,
and the song
where you've dated for years.
Oh, okay. So that's another thing. I don't really like when people say, "Oh, I've dated for years." That rubs me the wrong way because, in my opinion, if you have dated for a couple of years, 2 at the maximum, you should know where you're going. The moment it's getting to 4, 5, 10.
No, let's assume you started dating maybe
What
when
you
were in
doing?
school, you guys were young.
Because
I'm just trying to be
we say we are
devil's
talking.
advocate.
We are talking.
Where people
let's say that was a talking stage, right? Because both of us didn't know what we're doing. We didn't know. So okay, so I give you that, right? Like I said, it's going to be very hard coming back from that. Where there's a lot of emotions that's actually gone into it, and then you're thinking, maybe in your head self, you started to plan, the
The color
home,
Ashwebi,
how the home is going to look
yeah,
like.
how the
You know, how the
curtains, my
curtains will
children's
look.
room, my
Exactly. How
kitchen.
you're going
You
to
you
decorate.
start buying your kitchen wares by the side. Each time you go shopping, you see one nice thing,
there was
you
a
buy
time
it.
that my kitchen was all yellow.
Mine was green. Mine was green. Mine was, by the time we had this color thing for kitchen, mine was green.
Exactly. So you can imagine, so anything that was this color was what I was buying for the
mine was
kitchen
green.
and all
Mine
of
was
that.
green.
So imagine if you had done all of that and then you come back from it. I mean, you had started to plan with this person, eventually coming to realize that the family would never accept you.
Then what if I'm taking it out of the box? What if the man says, no, whether my family accepts you or not, we will elope. I don't care. I don't need them. I love you, love ourselves. We can't, no, my family, they can take a walk. Will you be willing to still take that walk with him?
That's going to be hard. That's going to be hard because, in our society,
or should you? Let me say, will you? Should one take that?
I would even answer. I would even answer the question if I would or I wouldn't. Right? In our society, it is difficult. The first time that I heard the word no contact was just recently. I didn't know what that was until a friend explained it to me.
No contact with who?
No, it means no contact with whoever. So in other words, if your family was maybe you had a quarrel or something, you can decide to do a no contact or limited, or maybe half. I can't remember half. They have contact. You know, just contacting them when necessary. But this is not how we are
back in our culture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is not the kind of people that we are. Usually, if there is anything, they will force you to sort out the issue. They will force you. You start talking to each other. So going absolutely, and this is absolutely no contact, right? Is what you're asking that the man or the woman do if you decide to go against the family. We're very traditional.
Okay.
Where people, the kind of family or the kind of culture that will come from is not the one that when Toyin marries Mobo, for instance, say Toyin marries Mobo, then it's just Toyin and Mobo that will live in the house. No,
where
it is Toyin, Mobo and the extended family. So, I mean, even if your extended family doesn't come to live with you in the house, they will still, you still welcome them.
There's still this connection.
Exactly. When they're having events, you're expected to turn up.
That's how we're wired. That's how we're wired, to be honest.
So in other words, if you now decide to go against the family wishes, that means what you're asking for is a no contact.
Okay.
Because it's possible that they excommunicate you.
Yeah. You know, there are other circumstances too when this thing of is love enough. I mean, let's even take out the family between the two people involved. What if there's no compatibility?
Okay, that's going to be hard. So, but however, when you're saying no compatibility, it could be many things. So, are we talking about their financial status? Are we talking about their educational level? Are we talking about their social stance? Are we talking about their family background? Because, excuse me, there's some people that are from old, they're really, really traditional. There's some other ones that are modern.
It could also be religion.
It could also be religion.
Okay.
These are the things that will hold very dear back home, that would make a relationship extremely difficult to move forward in.
But also, there's also the one of health status, health compatibility. Let's hit the nail on the head. Genotype. What do you do when you find out that you and your intended spouse are not compatible?
Okay.
By genotype.
Okay, so this is actually very dicey. This is dicey in the fact that I've actually seen people make it work.
It's not advisable. Leave your comment in the comment section.
I have seen,
but it's not advisable.
I mean,
medically and, I mean,
True.
The church won't even marry you if they find out that. Because
True.
these days, churches demand for you to do. You don't want to bring
A
children into the
medical
world that are going to
examination.
hate you eventually.
True. And I say again, I reiterate that I have seen people who actually made it work. So what it means is that if you have somebody that is AS, so say I'm AS, and then the person I want to get married to is AS, right? Of course, before getting married, we go and then conduct the medical examination, and then we'll find out that we're both AS. Now, what happens, which is why I said I've seen people make it work, is that they register and start to monitor. It could be tedious.
It's not just tedious.
They register and start to monitor.
It's expensive as well.
Like I said again, I have seen people who are able to make it work. I beg, if my heart is fluttering,
is love enough?
If my heart is fluttering,
is love enough for all that?
If my heart is fluttering, and I have seen this person and I have said, okay, this is the person that I want to be with, right? We can make it work.
Okay.
Right?
Well, that's why it's a debate. You are for, I am against.
We can go to the medical.
No.
We can go and then register for medical procedure, right? Where they actually monitor every examination.
On a serious note, let's talk about for the average, because this you're talking about is not beans. It's not beans money. You know that. Yeah. So let us talk about the average.
Why are you attacking me?
The average person.
Why are you attacking me?
Is love enough to just whether our genotypes don't match, we'll go ahead and we'll find a way out.
So aside from making it work, you don't want to make it work?
Is it worth it?
It's not. Absolutely. Now I said that we can make it work on one hand. However, the heartache, the trouble, the sleepless nights, the times that you have to watch out for the child that you have brought forth. No, absolutely not. It's not worth it.
It's not worth. I mean, if you've seen people who go through this disease, at the end of the day, they ask themselves, why did my parents even bring me into this world? Because no matter what the parents do for this child or these children, they are not actually feeling what this child is feeling. So in this instance, love is not enough, because that same love that you are thinking is making your heart to flutter, like my sister said, that love will jump out of the window straight. When your chips are down, you begin to ask yourself, like, who even sent me? Who even sent me?
And I think the issue of what's it called? Sickle cell anemia is what we're discussing actually, or what we're trying to bring into this conversation. I think is more prevalent in the African the African community, mm-hmm. And I think a few Caribbeans as well. So I mean,
not Caucasians.
If you're thinking that maybe you need to be on the safe side, you can look at the Caucasian side. You understand? And then leave the Africans alone. That's if you're thinking, right? It's possible. But I'm telling you, I'm telling you
that
if I see the one that makes my heart flutter, we will make it work.
Anyway, please, while we're talking about this, I would encourage everyone to please know your children's genotypes, tell them about it, because you never can tell where the world, where even if they are abroad, they're in diaspora, you never can tell if they will end up with a fellow African, and this will come to play.
Well, so Tony is asking that you educate your children.
Yes, do the test.
Oh, do the test first
to know,
and then educate them.
Yes, about it. It's very important. It's not something that we should shy away from or sweep under the carpet. It will save lives and marriages in future.
Yeah, I mean, if you're AA, you can get away with a lot of things. But the question comes to fore when the person is AS, and then you meet another AS, most likely. So if you're AA and is AA and SS, I think it's still is still
Well,
okay.
I'm not a science person, so I don't. But I just know that
It's still okay
AS
because
and AS, no.
so AS and AS or AS
AS
and
and SS,
SS,
no.
or the one that I recently heard is AC.
I've heard about that thing, but I don't think it's a very common.
So there's AC and then there's SC,
Ooh.
right? So and this one I heard from my Caribbean friend, the AS and the SC, right? So there are those ones as well. I mean, don't be shy from having these conversations.
It's very
It's
important.
absolutely vital.
Very
You know,
important.
you're discussing everything before. When you start to go on the first date, we're not asking you to start
before you start to
first
take
date.
ice cream and be asking, oh, what
know.
perfume did you buy for me
So
for Valentine?
no, we can still be doing that if it's still the first
stage. But once you see that the thing is,
but once
because you never can tell how far it will go.
Once the light is turning from amber
to green,
and now you're coasting at a high level of green.
Please no.
Right? When the heart is fluttering.
You and this you're fluttering.
Hey,
I know it's shady. But you know that over here, they're not really aware about it. Like when I wanted to do my kids' own, and they were looking at me and they were asking, "Oh,
what that is?"
They said, "What do I need it for? What do I need?" They were just asking me some very funny questions. I'm like, "I want to know." And then when it came out, they were like, "Oh, that they don't know what this means." So I was just like, "What are you talking about?" It was not a known ground for them.
Even till now, it's not a known ground.
Like,
right?
Okay.
Even till now, and that's why I said, well, that's why you said to actually insist on it and then educate. Because if you grew up in this environment and
they don't do it, it's not part of their. They asked me that why do I want to do it?
We joke about it, or maybe we just joked about it. But the truth of the matter is that it is not a known conversation when you are abroad, right? It is a conversation when you're back home in Nigeria.
It's huge.
However, as long as you have the African traits, we're asking you to actually do it. You don't have to wait until the child is ill or something before you find that out. By the time the child is born, that's if you're just starting life, right? By the time the child is born, or maybe when they're still in their early years and all that, you can insist on having
full blood and tell them specifically genotype.
Exactly.
Test. I mean,
even
knowledge.
Even if they don't know and they're asking you, just insist on it. I mean, it's good to know. It's not like the one that Tony was saying that what you don't know doesn't kill you. This one,
this one you have to know. That for every rule, the exception. This is the exception to that rule. This one you need to know.
This one is not. It's not a question of what you don't know doesn't hurt you. No, this one is extremely important that you know. Okay, but when it comes to AS or AC, then you have to apply extreme caution. If you decide to go along with it, like me, if the thing has blinded you so much that you cannot see, you cannot see beyond your nose. The only thing that you are seeing is the coffee cream. and the flutter in your stomach. Well done. If the only thing that you can see is the flutters. All right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click the subscribe. It's free. Please subscribe. It's free. And then turn on the notification button. Thank you for watching. Take care.